Native American Indians. The American Indian Movement. The American Indian Movement has formally existed for 30-plus years under this name, but in actuality it has existed for over 500 years without a name. The philosophy of self-determination is deeply rooted in traditional spirituality, culture, language, and history. AIM has fought for programs and organizations that have served the Indian people. AIM strives to address the common needs of the people and ensures the fulfillment of treaties made with the U.S. AIM has successfully brought suits against the federal government for the protection of rights of Native nations, guaranteed in treaties, sovereignty, the U.S. Constitution, and laws. The Trail of Broken Treaties 20-Point Manifesto. On November 1972, AIM brought a caravan of Native Nation representatives to Washington, D.C., to the place where dealings with Indians have taken place since 1849, the U.S. Department of Interior. AIM put the following claims directly before the President of the United States. 1. Restoration of treaty making ended by Congress in 1871. 2. Establishment of a treaty commission to make new treaties with sovereign Native nations. 3. Indian leaders to address Congress. 4. Review of treaty commitments and violations. 5. Unratified treaties to go before the Senate. 6. All Indians to be governed by treaty relations. 7. Relief for Native nations for treaty rights violations. 8. Recognition of the right of Indians to interpret treaties. 9. Joint Congressional Committee to be formed on reconstruction of Indian relations. 10. Restoration of 110 million acres of land taken away from Native nations by the United States. 11. Restoration of terminated rights. 12. Repeal of state jurisdiction on Native nations. 13. Federal protection for offenses against Indians. 14. Abolishment of the Bureau of Indian Affairs. 15. Creation of a new Office of Federal Indian Relations. 16. New office to remedy breakdown in the constitutionally prescribed relationships between the United States and Native nations. 17. Native nations to be immune to commerce regulations, taxes, trade restrictions of states. 18. Indian religious freedom and cultural integrity protected. 19. Establishment of national Indian voting with local options. Free national Indian organizations from governmental controls. And 20, reclaim and affirm health, housing, employment, economic development, and education for all the Indian people. The Bureau of Indian Affairs. Indian Affairs was established in 1824 and is the oldest bureau of the United States Department of the Interior. The Bureau of Indian Affairs' mission is to enhance the quality of life, to promote economic opportunity, and to carry out the responsibility to protect and improve the trust assets of American Indians, Indian tribes, and Alaska Natives. Through Indian Affairs programs, tribes improve their tribal government infrastructure, community infrastructure, education, job training, and employment opportunities, along with other components of long-term sustainable development that works to improve the quality of life for its members. IA currently provides services to about 1.9 million American Indians and Alaska Natives. There are 565 federally recognized American Indian tribes and Alaska Natives in the United States. BIA is also responsible for the administration and management of 55 million surface acres and 57 million acres of subsurface. Now I will talk to you about the Cherokee Nation and the Seminole Tribe of Florida and their two distinct governments. The Cherokee Nation has its own executive, legislative, and judicial branch. The executive branch of the Cherokee Nation is charged with the execution of the laws of the Cherokee Nation. The Cherokee Nation Tribal Council is the lawmaking branch of the Cherokee Nation's tripartite government. The Cherokee Nation Judicial Branch consists of 3 distinct tribal courts: the District Court, the Supreme Court, and the Healing and Wellness Court. The Cherokee Nation also has its own Marshal Service, which is a full-fledged certified law enforcement agency. And the Cherokee Nation has an Emergency Management, or CNEM, team, which prepares for and responds to disasters and emergencies that occur within the Cherokee. The Seminole Tribe of Florida. As established in the Seminole Tribe of Florida's Constitution, the Tribal Council is the chief governing body, composed of a chairman, a vice chairman, and council representatives from each reservation. Today, the council administers the Seminole Police Department, the Human Resources Programs, the tribal gaming enterprises, citrus groves, the safari, the museum, and the majority of the tribe's cigarette-related enterprises. The Seminole Tribe of Florida's Legal Services Department administers the Public Defender's Office, Water Resource Management, and the Utilities Department. The tribe does not have a court system. Legal and criminal matters not resolved on the community level are referred to the proper state or federal authorities. As you can see, no two tribes are the same, but a lot of the tribes face the same situations and problems, whether it be societal, economical, or educational.